You've probably been told that if a woman isn't interested, you should just give up, move on, or try harder to prove your worth. But here's the uncomfortable reality: women don't miss men because they need them. They miss men because those men know how to build a powerful emotional presence, even in their absence. This video isn't about cheesy tactics or fake pickup lines. It's about understanding female psychology on a deeper level and learning how you can subtly position yourself so that even a woman who wasn't interested at first finds herself thinking about you when you're not around. Sounds impossible, right? But it's not. The truth is, indifference isn't permanent, it's a response. And if you know how to flip that response, you can completely alter how a woman perceives you. Now, before you roll your eyes, understand this: making a woman miss you isn't about chasing, begging, or trying to prove your value. In fact, those are the fastest ways to destroy attraction. Women don't respect men who try too hard. What actually makes a woman miss you is the opposite of what most men do. It's not about being available. It's about becoming unforgettable. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly how to do that step by step. I'll show you how to spark curiosity, respect, and eventually desire, even from a woman who wasn't giving you the time of day. And by the end, you'll realize that making her miss you isn't about luck. It's about understanding psychology and playing the game differently. 1. Why chasing kills attraction. Here's something most men never want to hear: the harder you chase a woman, the faster she runs. Chasing might feel natural. You see someone you want, so you try to convince her, show effort, and prove that you're worthy. But in female psychology, this backfires almost every time. Because chasing flips the balance of power. Instead of her feeling lucky to have your attention, she sees you as the one desperately seeking hers. And let's be honest, nobody misses what they already have too much of. When you're constantly calling, texting, or trying to impress her, you're giving her emotional oversupply. She doesn't need to think about you because you've already made yourself too accessible. Think of it like this: if someone gives you free food every day, do you ever crave it? Probably not. But if that food suddenly disappears, you realize how much you want it. The same concept applies here. Women don't miss men who chase, they miss men who create space and mystery. Here's the twist: chasing also signals something deeper about you. It reveals insecurity. It tells her that you don't view yourself as valuable enough to stand still and let her come to you. And nothing kills attraction faster than insecurity. Women are drawn to men who have options, who value their time, and who don't beg for attention. So, if you want a woman, even one who's not interested, to start missing you, the first rule is simple: stop chasing. Step back. Give her room to notice your absence. That silence will speak louder than 100 messages. 2. Silence speaks louder than text. Most men believe constant communication is the secret to making a woman like them. They text good morning, check in during the day, and end with a good night message. On the surface, it feels like effort, but in reality, it's the quickest way to make her take you for granted. Because when your words are always available, they lose their value. Silence, on the other hand, carries weight. It creates tension. It makes her wonder. And in female psychology, curiosity is far more powerful than familiarity. When you're quiet, you give her the opportunity to think, why isn't he texting me? What's he doing? Who is he with? That wondering is the seed of missing you. Here's the truth: attention is a currency, and silence increases its worth. If you hand out constant texts and calls, She'll treat it like spare change. Always there, never special. But when you hold back, your attention suddenly feels rare. And people crave what's rare. Now, don't confuse silence with immaturity. This isn't about ignoring her or playing childish games. It's about balance. It's about proving that your world doesn't revolve around her. A man who doesn't feel the need to constantly check in demonstrates confidence, independence, and self-respect. That's what makes her lean in. So remember this, sometimes the most powerful thing you can say to a woman is nothing at all. 3. Stop being too available. One of the biggest mistakes men make is thinking that being available 24/7 will somehow win her over. You cancel plans with friends, reply instantly to every text, and make sure she knows you're always there. On paper, that looks like dedication, but in reality, it makes you predictable, boring, and worst of all, forgettable. When you're always available, there's no challenge, no tension, no excitement. And when something becomes too easy to get, it loses its worth. Women are attracted to men with purpose. Men who have lives, passions, and goals beyond her attention. A man who sometimes says, "I can't, I'm busy." That's the man she remembers. Independence is magnetic. It shows strength, self-worth, and emotional control. So, the truth is simple. The more available you make yourself, the less she'll feel the need to miss you. But when you create space and show that your world doesn't revolve around her, that's when she starts to notice your absence, and that's when the missing begins. 4. Mystery beats honesty every time. We've all been told honesty is the best policy, and while that's true for relationships, when it comes to attraction, too much honesty too soon kills the spark. Most men think that by sharing every thought, plan, and feeling, they're building a connection. In reality, they're removing the mystery that keeps her intrigued. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional, and nothing triggers emotion more than curiosity. When she doesn't fully know you, she fills in the blanks herself, and that's what keeps her hooked. If you're an open book from day one, there's nothing left to imagine. And if there's nothing to imagine, there's nothing to chase. Mystery creates value. When you don't reveal everything, you force her to think about you even when you're not there. That's the secret. Missing you begins in the mind, not the heart. 5. Never compete for her attention. Too many men fall into the trap of competing for a woman's attention. They rush to comment on her photos, try to outshine other men, or constantly seek validation. That behavior screams weakness. If you're competing for her attention, you've already lost. Because real men don't compete, they attract. A man who knows his worth doesn't care who else is trying to win her over. He knows that if she doesn't recognize his value, that's her loss. The moment you stop chasing and start living like you are the prize, her entire perception shifts. She'll start craving what you no longer offer freely. 6. Confidence is more addictive than love. Here's a hard truth. Women aren't drawn to love first. They're drawn to confidence. You can shower her with affection, but if you lack belief in yourself, she won't feel that spark. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's calm strength. It's the way you move, speak, and decide without begging for approval. Love might make her smile, but confidence makes her crave you. Love without confidence becomes dependence, and dependence repels attraction. 7. Make her think she's losing you. Nothing makes a woman miss a man faster than the possibility of losing him. People don't value what's guaranteed, they value what might slip away. If she knows you'll always be there no matter what, she won't appreciate you. But the moment she senses your energy shifting elsewhere, She starts questioning herself, what if he's moving on? What if another woman has his attention? That fear is powerful. It awakens desire. But this isn't about manipulation, it's about self-respect. You're showing that if she doesn't value you, someone else will. Stop being a guarantee. Be willing to walk away. Let her feel the silence. Let her imagine a world without you. That's when she'll start missing you the most. Because the truth is, women don't actually miss the nice guy. They miss the man strong enough to walk away.